Hello. Thank you so much for joining me and my sweet kitty cat here on the mat today. My name is Melody and I am so excited to be sharing with you today's practice. We are going to be working through a Warrior 2 flow. So really diving into that Warrior 2 posture and making it a big part of our Vinyasa sequencing in today's practice. So I hope you are ready to move, ready to feel strong and capable and grounded, and to find that inner warrior within yourself. To get us started, we are going to take a nice easy seat on the mat. You can come to Sukhasana or to half lotus like I am. Or if you like, you can stretch your legs out nice and long if that's a little kinder on your hips and on your knees. Whatever feels good in that low body is totally fine. And from there, we want to stack shoulders right on top of our hips. We want to draw up gently through our belly button or our Uddiyana Bandha. We want to let those shoulder blades hang down our back and feel a long neck as our ears and crown pull to the ceiling. Once you find that nice stack in our spine, you can start to close your eyes down. And if having your eyes closed doesn't feel good to you today, don't do it. You can keep them open and just gently soften them. Maybe picking a point at the top edge of your mat or just off of your mat to let your gaze focus in on. From here, just take a quick body scan. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where we're starting. What's happening in our muscles and our joints, in our physical self. You might begin to do the same through your mind and your heart, noticing what thoughts and feelings are present. And again, just checking in with your mental and emotional bodies. When you're ready, see if you can lengthen and deepen your inhales and your exhales. Just allowing everything to slow down. Allowing that breath to really fill up and saturate our cells and our being. We'll take 3 more breaths right here, letting each grow a little fuller, a little longer. On our next inhale, we'll sweep those arms overhead, fingertips tall. Exhale brings palms to touch and hands to your heart. If it suits you today, you might set an intention for your practice. Maybe being inspired by our Warrior 2 posture. Repeating, I am strong, I am capable, I am poised. or anything else at all that's jumping out at you today. Again, on our next inhale, we'll sweep those hands high to the sky. And then on our exhale, we're going to forward fold right over our lap. Fingertips stretch forward. Belly lengthens out over our feet. And head starts to relax. We're going to give it 3 big breaths right here. And then slow, we'll come on back up to a seat. We're going to switch the cross of your legs. So whichever foot you had in front or on top, go ahead and reverse that. And from here, we'll inhale, big arms reaching high to the sky. And we're going to bring right palm down to the mat. Let left arm reach up and over our ear as we tip over into a side body or lateral bend. That nose can point to bottom thumb, can point straight to me or up to our elbow. Breathe into those side ribs. Breathe into your armpit. Feel that line of energy moving all the way from hip to pinky finger. And inhale, we'll bring it right back up. And exhale, we'll reverse. Left arm down, right arm up and over your ear. Good. Find that extension all the way through your fingertips. So we're not cut off at the wrist, but reaching through. And try to keep your heart, your sternum spiraling up towards the ceiling. Two more breaths. Inhale, we'll bring it back up, and we're going to take those 2 actions in a flow. So on our exhale, we tip to the right. Inhale, we reach. Exhale to the left. Good. Keep that going. Moving at your pace with your breath. Begin to feel the strength and the stretch in your side body and in your abdominals as we take one more round, right and left. Making sure we're even on both sides. And come all the way back up through the middle. And when you're complete, find that fold over your legs. Belly long, trying to bring our chest ahead of our feet and closer to the mat. Keeping the back of your neck with lots of length as well. And making sure head and neck are loose. And we'll come on back up. We'll swing those legs around and take a tabletop or all fours. Palms under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to let belly drop, tail lift, heart pull through on our inhale. And exhale, round your spine, scoop it under, look back at that belly button. And take a couple more. Inhale, opening up front body. Exhale, opening up back body. Warming up that spine. Warming up our abdominals. Getting our movement to continue to link to our breath. Take one more. We're going to come right back to center. We're going to tuck our left toes, drag your left heel to the back edge of the mat. From here, our right foot's going to tick out to the right like the hand of a clock. Our left heel is going to rotate down to the earth. Weight's going to shift into right palm as our left fingertips reach to the sky. Good. Finding a supported half moon. Once you've landed here and you feel steady and stable with each part of you that's touching the floor, take this top arm and reach it over that ear, just like we did in our lateral bend when we were seated. Feel that long line from pinky toe to pinky finger. We're going to start to take some rotation in this top arm, so find a big breath in, and then on your exhale, that arm sweeps down and back. Inhale, reaches up and over. Good, keep that going. Give it one more. And find your way back up to the ceiling. And then back down to our tabletop. We'll take our opposite side. Right toes are going to tuck, drag to the back edge of our mat. Left toes tick to the left like a clock. Right heel rotates down. Our weight shifts to the left as our right fingertips reach up to the sky, stacking wrist over wrist, shoulder over shoulder. Once we feel confident and stable here, allow that top arm to reach up and over your ear, creating that nice, beautiful arched line from ankle to wrist. You might continue to press left hip forward, and then we'll find a big breath in, and on your exhale, that hand drops down and back. Inhale, reaches up and over. If you're as lucky as me, you get to pet a little kitty cat on your way. Give it two more. And bring that palm back up high. And then we'll come on back to our tabletop. Fingers spread wide, then we tuck our toes and press hips up and back into a downward facing dog. From here, make sure you can shake your head yes and no. Press in to the four corners of your fingers. Spread your toes wide and offer a little bend to your knees. See if that helps you draw your tailbone just another centimeter higher. If there's any wiggles or pedals you need right here to feel good, please feel free to take them. On our next inhale, we're going to come forward through plank or push-up, and then on or off your knees, you can lower down. And then inhale, push up into a cobra. Shoulders stacked over wrists, little micro bend in our elbows so our heart can draw forward. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, bring it back to your down dog. From here, we're going to look to our thumbs, walk our feet up right between our hands, and land in a fold. We'll hang out here for a breath or two. Keep those knees nice and soft. You might feel good to cross your elbows or give yourself a little hug. Or let your upper body rock and sway. Think about letting go at your low spine. Letting the weight of your upper body be supported on those legs. For one more breath. We'll release our palms, bend our knees, tuck our tail to roll on up to standing, smooth and easy. Once we get to the top, you can take a couple shoulder rolls, Release however you need. And then on our next inhale breath, we're going to reach arms high to the sky. Exhale, takes hands to your heart. Good. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Finding a standing vinyasa. Inhale reaches us up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, place palms on your shins, lift halfway, find a flat back. And exhale, soften. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms high. Exhale, draws hands to your heart. 2 more just like that. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, relax. Inhale, rise to standing, arms high. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Inhale, draw high, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to add on again. Inhale is going to sweep us up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, walk backwards to your downward facing dog. Bring those toes in a little tighter to center and take your right heel high to the ceiling for a 3-legged dog. Take a full round of breath right here with your 5 toes pointed to the mat. And then open up that hip. Bend that knee almost like a scorpion tail or like a fire hydrant. Send your kneecap to the ceiling and your toes dangle behind you. Give it 1 more breath just like this. And then we're going to draw these right toes up between our thumbs. Our back heel is going to rotate down to the mat and we're going to open up warrior 2. Good. Front toes are facing straight ahead. Back toes are rotating in. So our belly and our pubic bone aims for that top left corner of the mat. Arms are wide to the side. Just for a moment, flip those palms to the ceiling. Let your shoulder blades relax down your back. Once you notice how that feels with those scapula down, see if you can hold them there while we rotate palms back to the earth. Gorgeous. Imagine you're being pulled apart by your ankles and your wrists. Really fire up that back leg. And this front knee can bend just a little bit or bend a whole lot, bringing you down to 90 degrees. Take 1 more breath right here. And cartwheel your arms around, frame your front foot, and step it back to your downward facing dog. From here, our left heel is going to reach for the sky. Take a full round of breath with 5 toes pointing to 0. And then when you're ready, we're going to open it up. Pelvis rotates to the side of the room. Knee draws to the ceiling. Toes dangle behind you, and you might look out under that left armpit. Give it 2 or 3 big breaths here, breathing into that stretch, that simple twist, the strength in our forearms and shoulders. And then we're going to draw these left toes up between your thumbs. Back heel rotates down. Cartwheel open, warrior 2. Again, we're aiming for that pelvis to head to top right corner. Shoulders are going to track directly over hips, belly button strong. Arms are wide, tracking over each knee. Flip those palms, see if that helps you relax your jaw a little bit. Now when you feel good and stable, see if you can maintain that position and neck and shoulders while you flip palms back to the earth. Maybe play with the depth of your lunge. See what feels good. Give it 2 more breaths. And cartwheel your arms around, frame that front foot. Step it back to your down dog. Inhale, draw yourself forward, plank or push-up. And on or off your knees, lower down. Inhale, press into your cobra, lifting your heart, keeping those elbows soft for a full breath. And then we're going to send ourselves back to a child's pose. Taking those knees nice and wide, toes together. Hips sink to your heels. And our upper body melts down. Know that you're always, always welcome to find this shape when you need it. And we're going to take 3 big breaths here to reset. And we're going to find our way back to our table. And then tuck our toes, moving back to our downward dog. Inhale, we'll look to our thumbs, walk our feet upright between our hands, and exhale to fold. Inhale, lift it halfway, strong belly, long neck. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise up, arms high. Exhale, takes hands to your heart. Good. Again, inhale, sweep it tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Press into those palms, step back to your down dog. And again, that right heel is going to lift high to the sky. And again, we're going to open it up like a fire hydrant. And this time, we're going to kick that top leg like a can-can dancer. Like you were trying to kick yourself in the tush. Give it 3 more. And then draw those right toes up between your thumbs. Back heel rotates down, rise up into that warrior 2, nice and strong. Good, feel steady in your low body. We're going to take a gomukhasana, or cow face arm. So our right hand is going to come up and over to our shirt tag. Our left hand is going to come down and around behind us, maybe meeting at the fingertips, or maybe holding on to our shirt. Good. From here, we're going to find a little flow in that front knee. So inhale, straightens us out. Exhale, lets us lunge. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Give it 3 more. Try to make sure your knee is tracking over your second toe as we move forward and back. Last one. Good. Unwind those arms, continue that spiral, step back to your down dog. Finding opposite side, left heel is going to reach high to the sky. Exhale, draws those toes up and through. Back heel rotates down. And we'll open up, warrior 2. Good. Remember this front hand's going to come up and over. Back palm down and around. Take that gomukhasana. Feel that nice deep stretch in your triceps and your shoulder head. And we're going to come to that flow. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. You might find that with the flow, with the movement, you're able to find a little deeper expression of that lunge. And then perhaps the next time we take a static hold, we'll be able to drop a little deeper as well. Give it 1 more. And then we'll unwind. We're going to frame our front foot. This time we're gonna step straight back to a three-legged dog, left heel high, and then open it up. And then find that can-can dancer or hamstring kick. Inhale to extend, exhale to bend. Give it 2 more. And lower back through your down dog. Come forward, plank or push up. On or off your knees, lower down, elbows snug to your ribs. And then press into that cobra, or if you're feeling good, maybe finding a full upward facing dog, pressing into the tops of your feet to lift your thighs. When you're ready, roll over those toes, find your way back to your down dog. And then we'll look to our thumbs, walk ourselves up, taking that fold right at the top edge of our mat. Inhale lifts us halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Again, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, walk it back. Downward dog. Inhale, right heel comes high to the sky, and we open it up. And this time we're going to try to draw some circles on the ceiling with our kneecap. See if we can start with those circles really small. Just little babies, and switch directions. And then right toes come up and through. Back heel rotates down. You know where we're headed, to that Virabhadra too. Beautiful. This time back palm's gonna flip. Front palm's gonna flip. And we're gonna head up and over into that reverse warrior. If those shoulders are feeling really good, this bottom hand might make its way to your sacrum, or even up between your shoulder blades where it was in our Gomukhasana arms just a moment ago. You can look down at your back heel, look straight at me, or if you really trust your balance today, looking up at those top fingertips. Good. One more round of breath right here. And we're gonna come through to an extended side angle, resting that front elbow on our front thigh. Back arm up and over our ear. And we're aiming for a straight line from fingertip down to our ankle or down to our pinky toe. So you might find that hip is lifted. See if we can drop it in, making a 90-degree angle, knee over ankle. And finding that long diagonal line. Good. Now if you're here and you want to add a little strength, maybe lift that bottom arm like you're holding a beach ball overhead. And we're going to hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up to warrior 2. Beautiful. Taking reverse and extended side angle on a flow. On our next inhale, tip it back. Exhale, draw it forward. Keep that going on your own. Inhale and exhale. If you want a little bit of that fire, don't come all the way down to elbow on your exhale. Keep that beach ball wide in your hands. And then we'll cartwheel through, stepping back to our downward dog. Inhale, take your left knee high to the sky. Draw those left toes up between your thumbs. Back heel rotates to the earth, rise up, Virabhadra 2. Good, back hand comes down to thigh, front palm flips. Take it up and over into reverse. And then you have those options. That bottom hand can help support you. It can come to your sacrum, or it can come to your scapula. Our gaze can point wherever feels good and where it helps our balance today. We find that same extension from hip to pinky finger, just like when we're seated. When you're ready, we'll come through to extended side angle by hooking our front elbow, resting it on our thigh, drawing our back arm up and over our ear. Try to stay strong in this supported shoulder. We're not dropping into it, but keeping lots of space between shoulders and ears. Aiming for that long diagonal line from heel to wrist. We're going to find that little bit of extra strength, lifting that lower arm, holding that beach ball overhead for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to your warrior 2, and we'll come into our flow. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep that going on your own. If you're like me, you might be getting a little warm. Feeling that heart rate increase as we come into each of these flows, utilizing our breath. That's a good thing. But if we need a breather or a drink of water, feel free to take it. We're going to take that extra strength, finding our beach ball overhead for 3 more rounds. And then we'll cartwheel through. This time, step all the way back into that 3-legged dog, and then open up and draw those baby circles on the ceiling. And switch directions. And we'll come on back through our down dog. Inhale takes us forward, plank or push-up. On or off our knees, we lower down. Press into that cobra. And back to Adho Mukha Savasana. From here, we'll look at our thumbs, walk our feet upright between our hands, and fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good, we've got one more round, one more sequence. Inhale's gonna reach us tall. Exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, walk it back to your down dog. Reach that right heel high to the sky, bend that knee. And this time make as big of circles as you can, utilizing the full range of motion of that hip socket. Give it one more this way. And switch directions. And when you're ready, set that right foot down. We'll take our left side, left heel high, open it up. Take those circles as big as they'll go. And switch directions. This time left foot's going to come up between our thumbs, back heel rotates down, circle into that warrior 2. Inhale, stretch it tall, fingers and knees. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, find that reverse warrior, coming up and back. Exhale into extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel around, step it back to your down dog. We'll take that on our right. Inhale, lifts that right heel. Exhale, draws it through. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadra 2. Inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to extend. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Exhale to your down dog. We're going to take that again each side. Inhale, left. Exhale, draw it through. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, everything lowers. Inhale, stretch backwards. Exhale, stretch forward. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, draw it down and around, back to your down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, come into that lunge. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale to rise. Exhale, drop it low. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, down and around, back to your down dog. Last time, we'll come forward, high plank or push up. On or off our knees, lower down. Inhale, press into cobra. And exhale, take it back to your child's pose. Knees nice and wide. Belly on the mat, elbows on the mat, forehead on the mat. If you like, those arms can even come on either side of your shins, so you make a little egg shape. Give it 3 big breaths right here. And slowly we'll come on back through a table. We'll kick our feet to the side, taking a seat. We're going to find our way down to our backs, but we're going to move there in slow motion, getting a little more abdominal strength on the way. So sitting up on your sits bones, knees bent, feet on the floor. Arms stretch ahead like boat. We're going to take a big breath in and take a 10 count to come down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw those knees in nice and tight to your chest. Maybe give yourself a little rock and roll, right and left. Maybe draw circles on the ceiling with your kneecaps. And then from here, we're going to bring feet back down to the earth. We're going to find a reclined bound angle, or Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're going to let knees fall wide, soles of the feet come together, like a butterfly or a cobbler's pose. If this is a little much, you can bring blankets or blocks underneath each knee or thigh. Try to soften through hips and shoulders, through fingers and toes. Your hands can rest on your body or in a low V or high V, or maybe even finding opposite elbow up and overhead. We're going to hang out here for a few moments. After all the work those legs have done, after that heart rate increasing flow, we're going to give ourselves permission to soften and settle. See if you can start to find the distinctions and the differences in those two actions, what it feels like in your body and your mind when you're moving quickly, and what it feels like in your body and your mind when you find some stillness. How does it feel when you do one back to back with the other? We'll take 3 more breaths right here. And slowly, slowly bring your hands to your thighs. Help draw those legs back to center. And we're going to start to reverse that action. So bringing our feet as wide as the mat. Let your knees fall into the midline till our thighs touch and the weight of each leg can support the other. Finding a constructive rest pose. You might need to scoot your toes a little forward or a little back to find the perfect spot for you. But again, once you get there, let pelvis and chest become a little heavier. And let elbows and knees become a little looser. Let your face soften. And hands can come wherever they're comfy. Again, we'll find several rounds of breath right here. Again, you might take a scan of your physical body, noticing how you feel. Maybe take a scan of your mental and emotional self, noticing what you're thinking, what you're holding on to, what's present. And from here, we'll keep our feet where they are. Bring knees back over your toes and let your legs slide out long towards Shavasana. Really giving yourself permission to take up space in this corpse pose, letting yourself fall off your mat. Letting arms and legs be wide. Feel that energy of expansion radiating off of your skin, out of your heart. Notice each and every part of your back body that's touching the mat or the floor or the earth. Feel that connection grow deeper. And give yourself permission to let go of all control. Your body, your breath, your mind. Allowing each and every part of your being to find this moment of rest. Gently begin to bring little movements to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. You might stretch your arms overhead, finding a big full body reach. And maybe gently draw your knees back towards your chest, giving yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. Before making our way all the way to one side in a fetal position, using an arm as a pillow. Taking a couple blinks and a couple breaths. And then using that top hand to push down into the earth in front of us to rise up into a seat. Sitting however you're comfortable, we'll stack shoulders over hips. Draw those arms overhead to the ceiling and then bring palms to touch and thumbs to your heart center. The divine light in me loves and honors the divine light in you. Namaste. Again, thank you for joining me. I'm so looking forward to hearing what you think and how you're feeling and what you're hoping to see more of.